4 different types of hair that I tried from hair company Mocha Hair from Aliexpress. I tried the Malaysian hair, Brazilian, Peruvian, and Eurasian. Malaysian hair was the first hair that I ever tried, that I ever, bought from Aliexpress. I bought 16, 18, and 220s, and my first initial weave was the 220s, the 18, and a little bit of the 16, and the hair was absolutely beautiful. I ordered the wavy hair. I remember the hair not exactly being exactly wavy, when it got wet, but nonetheless, to say that hair was one of my favorite hairs that I tried. One of the best qualities about the hair was that it was able to curl really well. I love curling my hair, so I was able to curl that hair, and then I could wash it, and it would straighten, pin straight. And one thing about that hair too is that it's very thick. Malaysian hair is thick, and it's thick, but it's light. So that's a great thing. If you like really light and thick hair on your head, that would be a great choice. But con to it is if you do have natural hair, it could really be bad, because I know that my hair kind of did break off because I kept trying to blend in with the Malaysian hair. It's a little harder to blend in your hair. You can blend it in, but it is harder. But the hair itself was excellent. I was able to bleach the hair, and the hair still bounced back and curled and straightened well. So I really do love that hair. After that, I had Brazilian hair. The Brazilian hair was just as well. To me, Brazilian hair is a little bit softer, and it can blend in with African American hair just as well. A lot of African American girls use Brazilian hair for their hair extensions, and I love it. To me, Brazilian hair always has this little frizz that I can't really explain, but nonetheless, it's still right here. I really don't have any pros and cons. It looks great. You're able to curl it. It's typical Brazilian hair, so you know, it's a million and one reviews or just opinions about that. The next hair that I had was Peruvian hair, and I would say that Peruvian hair is very thick, moist hair. That hair holds moisture. If you are trying to buy a little bit of hair, but that's because you don't want to spend money for 5 bundles. With so much hair on my head, I didn't really know what to do with it. So, but hair holds moisture, so you want to use a shampoo that will usually strip your hair. I would use that for that. You don't want to get oil on that hair. You don't want to get anything left on that hair. You want to make sure that you wash that hair, make sure it's fully dry before you start styling it, because it holds moisture. So sometimes it can look very oily and heavy and dry, and it can be it just looks not dry. I'm sorry. It could look oily and moist, and it looks wet, but it's dry. So you just want to be careful with that hair. One thing about that hair, I never really wore that hair straight because it took me a long time to straighten the hair. I really wore that hair curled, and one thing about that hair is it lasts a long time because I didn't have to do anything to the hair really but wet it so it can wave up and or curl it. The curls will last forever, and it's wavy already. So when you don't straighten your hair does tend to last longer, and this is real hair, so even though it didn't come from you, it still has the hair properties as any normal person's hair coming from their head. So if you don't straighten your hair, it will last longer, and that's one thing about the Peruvian hair. It did last a really long time to me because I didn't have to straighten it. I just would wet it and style it. I did dye that hair, and it came out nice. It's still very well. I love that hair. I will be using that hair again. But like I said, the only thing is it holds moisture, so you really have to know how to just maintain it, really not using really heavy products on here, lightweight products, and just simple stuff like that. And the next hair I'm going to talk about is the hair that's in my hair right now. This hair is Eurasian hair, and right now I would say it's in between the Malaysian hair and the Brazilian hair, only because I do have a Brazilian closure in my head, which is pretty much the same, but the Brazilian hair is a little bit like the luster right here at the top is really shiny. As you can see, it's not as shiny, you know, but that's not a bad thing about the hair. I really like this hair. It's straight hair. It's Eurasian straight hair. This is the first time I just had plain straight hair, and I like it because I was previously wearing the Brazilian hair and I had it curled every day. So just wearing straight hair is a little different. I like it. It's cool. It feels good. I'm able to run it through my hands. One thing about straight hair too, if you do put it in a ponytail, you can end up with a curl pattern. you know, so you could still have that wavy look without having wavy hair. Um, but I would just say this is really in between Malaysian hair because to me it is very thick. It does not have the whip, um, like the whip sound when you straighten this hair and you bring it down. It whips through like the Malaysian hair did. But this hair, it looks good. It's soft. It's a little thick. You know, I only ordered 3 bundles and I ordered 24, 22, and 20. So you know the bundles aren't gonna be super thick, but you know the hair is okay. It's well for me. It's straight hair, so I don't really know the big spark about it. Like what to say is the pro or the con, rather than it's straight hair and it's easy to maintain and I like it. And like I said, Brazilian hair is nice hair, you know, just like this hair, it's nice hair, but it's just like a low luster. Unlike this hair, this one has a higher luster. It's not as like soft and silky, but it's not hard. So I think this hair would blend in better if you have like African American hair and you wanna leave your hair out. This hair would be good for that. So that's basically, you know, this video is basically about the 4 different types of hair: Malaysian hair, Brazilian hair, Peruvian hair, and Eurasian hair. And I never really saw a video just explaining them, so I just wanted to hit this video on YouTube. This is my Malaysian hair when I first got it. This is the Malaysian hair dyed. This is the Brazilian hair. This is the Peruvian hair, and this is when I dyed it and cut it up, and it's still thick. This is my Eurasian hair, which I currently have in my head. Thank you for watching the video, and have a blessed day.